Good afternoon and welcome back to the Coach Marchman Show. Spring break here at Indian Field, but no break for the tribe. They're back there working, Coach.
Well, no break yet. They will get one though, but not just yet.
It's gonna be a good game today. We've got Ware coming at 3, which this is tape delay, but we've got Ware coming at 3 for a JV game. And then part 2 of River War, Hilliard coming back up later on this evening.
I've heard it called so many names: the State Line War, the River War, the Battle of the State Line. But yeah, so we played Hilliard last night, and now they're going to come here and play us tonight at 6:30 for youth night.
Fighting for that State Line trophy again.
The State Line trophy, yeah. We're not doing that anymore, but they got a different coach and things like that now. So
gives the fans something to talk about.
But yeah, we did that for a long time. The State Line trophy. Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's dive right into it, Coach. We had last time we were here, we had just finished Game 1 of the Brooks series 2 weeks ago. We won that one big. Headed over to Brooks that following Friday night after we completed that show, and split with Brooks over there.
We did. The first game, we made a couple of mistakes early in the game, and they were able to capitalize on it, and they were up 2-0. It seemed like for the whole game for a long time, and we just, we were able to battle back and find a way to even take the lead in the sixth, 3-2, But I tip my hat to those guys. They kept battling and they found a way. And hit batsman is what got it started for them. And that guy ended up coming around and he was able to, they were able to score and take the lead. So we had our chances and we couldn't get it done, and they did. And
they probably played their best game of the season, that Game 1 over there. That number 11 did a phenomenal job on the mound, too.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, they just played good enough to win, and we didn't. We continued to make the same mistakes all night long. We wanted to hit the ball in the air, and we just kept popping it up, and it was windy, and the ball wasn't going anywhere. We just, they got us.
Yeah. That was a strange – I don't know if it was a strange is the right word. But with the Game 1 over there, losing that one, but then run ruling them in Game 1 – in Game 3. So it was kind of almost like a tale of two cities over there. It was weird.
Yeah, it was just, we just did a better job overall in that second game, especially our approaches at the plate. We hit more line drives, more balls on the ground. We forced them into mistakes where we didn't do that in Game 1. We weren't able to force them into anything. So we just kept popping it up. We hit 2 double plays in that first game as well. Yeah. So, Brooks got it done in the first game, and we were fortunate enough to be able to play a little bit better in the second game.
Right.
We got
a lot of offense in the second game out of your bats.
Yeah, we swung it. I think we had like 10 or 11 hits, and so it was good. We got a good pitching performance in both of those games, as a matter of fact. So I was proud of that. But when it comes to a series, you try to get 2 out of 3. If you have an opportunity to sweep, then you want to do that. But sometimes you just can't do it. We proved that versus Irwin. We proved it versus Irwin versus Brooks. We're having a hard time closing out, and at some point that'll catch up to you. So we got to find a way to get better at those types of things.
Well, we like you just mentioned coming into Irwin last week, beat them here. Trent Gray on the mound did a phenomenal job for you that last Tuesday.
He did a super job just all night long, was able to change speeds all around the plate. Defense played behind him. I think he struck out 9 or 10, and just super efficient. Just did a great job, and we were able to get we were able to score early with Shikario. And Sean both had really big games there to help give us that lead, and we didn't need much that night because Trent was just on fire, and that was the 4-2. Was it 4-0 or 4-2? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was 4-2.
4-2.
And I like what you said about it being efficient, because that's exactly the way we felt out there doing the game. It was business that night. It seemed like everything was just boom, boom, boom. Straight business. There was no cutting up. It was all about that ball game that night.
And that's how it should be every time we play.
Yeah.
But we're young guys, and sometimes we got to figure out how to do that. And and come out here and do it daily and come to take care of the job and realize it becomes fun when you win, not when you get another result.
Then we head over to Irwin. Always a tough place to play. We took game one, I think, if I remember right, again, 4-2, right? I think I know it was right 4-2 or 4-0. We didn't shut them out, I don't think.
I can't remember the score, but yeah, we seemed to be in control of that entire first game. You know, just the way we played. Connor Nelson was on the mound, and he did a great job. He was able to tie him up all night long, and just a really good pitching performance by him.
He did.
And once again, Shikario, Shikario.
He was money Friday night, wasn't he?
He's really swinging the bat well right now, and that's good for us. And so we ever take game two, and then lo and behold, game three, cruising right along, you're up 7-1, and you lose.
Yeah, that was another kind of strange thing because we're sitting there, we're doing the game there, and like you said, just cruising 7-1, going into the sixth. You're thinking, okay, this is a matter of taking care of business a couple innings. We're going to go home 3-0 on this.
Yep. Once again, though, the other team just didn't give up. They continued to scrap and fight, and Gant did a good job. I mean, I think Gant gave up 5 hits and 7 runs. That just, the math doesn't work for me right there.
Yeah.
Giving up base hits is a part of the game, and he gave up 5 singles and turned into 7 runs somehow. But we made some key errors and when it mattered the most. We had some wild pitches, pass balls. They scored 3 runs on wild pitches or pass balls.
I think at one point we had 2 outs too.
Yeah,
they tied us,
we
right?
had the questionable call at first base
Yeah.
when we threw across, and everybody thought it was out, and even the umpire called him out, and then the other guy overruled him. So, but that didn't change the game. When you're up 7-1 and you got to get 6 outs, you go get 6 outs, and you got some kind of breathing room, and we just couldn't do it. They tied it up. Then we go into the 7th. And, they found a way to scratch one across at their place.
Yeah, you definitely can't blame the game on that one call. But I was interested in that one call because I know back when I umpired, when runners were at first and second, home plate blue, I was always taught my responsibility was third.
Yeah, and I asked him about that, and, he felt different about it. So
yeah. It is what it is.
I was wondering how he can overrule that call when his responsibility was somewhere else. But he did overrule it, and he didn't even hesitate to overrule it too. So maybe he saw something that I didn't. But.
Well, while we're discussing that, the home team over there wasn't real thrilled with the Blues the first game, so it kind of balanced out. They were fussing about the strike zone, but everybody's going to fuss about something.
Yeah, and that game got started 30 minutes late because the umpires weren't there. I mean, it's just strange things happen, especially when we go to Irwin. But listen, we were fortunate to win the first one, and we had every chance in the world to win the second one. Yeah. And the bottom line is we didn't do it. They found a way to take one from us, and they deserved it. So we just got to be better in those moments, those closeout moments. We got to be able to close out a little bit better.
Yeah. You definitely, especially because I'm pretty confident we're going to hit the postseason. You definitely got to take care of business like that in the postseason because it's do or die at that point.
You're right. That's right.
Let me ask you about the field over there, Earl. I know it didn't turn out to be a real big issue or anything. But the center field on the rec field coming into their high school field, is there a GHSA required distance or something from the foul line over there to that? Do you remember what I'm talking about? I was just curious about it because it was in my shot all night. Like center field was coming into Irwin's right field from that other field to the right.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but there are recommendations for distances, but there's no mandatory number. It
was just on my mind because the way I was sitting, how I was set up over there, I was looking at that all night, and
right.
it was just,
Yeah, it's a strange layout because it kind of juts out a little to it, but it's in foul territory. So, and there's a couple of those poles in there, but that's what makes home field. Yeah, you have these
home field advantage is all about.
You have these nuances about your field that are original to your team. So, There's no specific number that has to be. There's only recommendations.
I got you. And I want to give a shout out to Irwin too, because we've had our drama the last year or so with webcasting over there, but the baseball side of things, they were very hospitable. Let us set up. We put a camera up in the press box, the whole thing. They were totally great to see us in, so I want to give them a shout out for that.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. Good to hear. Yeah.
We've had our moments, but when it goes good, I want to give them that too. So.
Sure.
So
listen, look, they're a good opponent, man. They every time we play them, they got a good squad, and we were fortunate to be able to take 2 out of 3 from them. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't get that third one, and we almost did, but it's just a part of getting better and learning the game and believing in yourself when you're out there on the field. So
Well, anytime you get 2 out of 3 out of an Irwin or a Lanier or somebody like that, you're doing good. You're on the positive side of the ledger anyway.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. And that's a good team. So I'm proud we're able to take 2 out of 3.
Yeah. All right, then we came out. You know what? Let's take a break real quick, Coach. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about state line war, whatever you want to call it. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
You're watching the Coach Marchman Show on CSN.
Whatever your view on the world's current happenings, there's no denying germs are everywhere. Whether it's coronavirus, the flu, a common cold, or just a stomach virus, contagious sickness is all around, and they each pose a certain risk to both our health and our livelihood. Why not take a safe and affordable step to help reduce those risks? If you want to help protect the spaces you enjoy and the people that enjoy them with you, or if you simply need an extra hand with cleaning, call Rogers Reflections today at 912-496-3343, and don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Allen Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Gowan Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network. Four Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral.
Since 2009, Southeast.
All right, welcome back to the Coach Marchman Show. We talked about Brooks. We've talked about Hilliard. Coach
Irwin.
Now we're going to talk about Hilliard.
Yeah.
The Flashes. We've CSN's actually streamed for them some this year. We've streamed 5 games for them now. They've got a good ball club down there. Coach Perez doing a pretty good job with them down there. They got them playing ball. Kind of changed the attitude down there from years past. But we were able to take care of business with them last night.
Yeah, there's someone that we've always tried to have on the schedule ever since I've been here. It's the closest possible school we could play. It just happens to be in Florida, and Coach Perez is he's a good guy, and him and I have talked a bunch since he's gotten the job, and I was friends with the head coach prior to there. So, but he's trying to do it his way and get things moving in the right direction, and I think they're going to continue to improve. Yeah. He seems to be doing a good job down there.
Yeah, they seem to be headed in the right direction down there. I know we've carried 5 games for them as of last night.
Mm-hmm.
They're I like to tell them they're 2-3 on CSN.
Yeah.
Well, they were 2-2 up until last night.
Well,
so
let's hope it's 2-4 after tonight.
Yeah, hopefully, as a Charlton side, we're hoping for 2-4 tonight. But they've got some good ball players down there, and they've really bought into what Coach Perez is telling them.
Yeah.
So
last night we were fortunate to get started quick.
Jumped quick.
Tristan led off the game with a triple. I think he had 2 triples in the game, as a matter of fact. And when those things happen, it just really sets the tone for the offense, and it allows you to, kind of settle in, so it was good to get a start right. So we're on the board just about immediately, and that's always good to score early. You want to score early. You want to try to put up runs early, and fortunately we were able to continue to score all night. Colby had a big hit. Wade had a big hit, and we ended up emptying the bench. Everybody played last night. Yeah, so
Tristan had a single, a double, and a triple last night.
I think he had 2 triples.
Did he have 2 triples? Yeah. He did.
I know of the 2 triples. I'm not sure. I think it was 2 triples, and I'm not sure about the other one. But I think Sean Russell had another double, maybe 2. Right now Connor Nelson's leading the team in extra base hits. And then I think it's Tristan, Shikario, and Sean are right there together. So
yeah, all of them.
So extra base hits are always good. It just propels your offense when you can get in scoring position quickly. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing better at that. We're doing better with hitting with runners in scoring position. We left a couple opportunities out there last night. But Bo started on the mound and he
did a fantastic job last night.
He did great. I think he was almost 70% strikes for last night, getting ahead of batters, change speeds in the strike zone, and just really, really pitched well. We only took him out of there because we wanted to give somebody else some work, so he could have continued to go on. But I was really proud of his performance last night. And also, it's always good when you're able to, get more people in the game, get some action. And, the JV won last night. I think that's their 10th or 11th win. Yeah. So proud of that as well.
Have they lost any?
Yes. Yes, they've definitely lost. They've lost 5, I think, 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
4, I think. 4. I think they're 10-4.
Grover and I were wondering about that last night because we're trying to think of what they've lost because I know every time we turn around they're winning, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's right. That is a good thing. They're doing well.
Yeah, you got to look at a lot of the younger guys last night. Toward the end, Colton Cruz, Dylan McAllister, Ian Vickers got in. Mm-hmm. So several of those guys contributing as well last night.
Yeah, Connor Lloyd started on the mound, and he pitched that JV game. He pitched really well, and him, Connor Lloyd, and Ian Vickers, and Colton Cruz, and even Dylan McAllister. All 4 of those have kind of stood out on the mound, and those guys are it's good to have those guys because we're gonna expect something out of them on the varsity level, this year. So it's nice to have those young guys who are going to be around for a couple more years, 3 more years in Colton's case.
And they're already contributing. That's the nice part.
That's right, and that's right. Good players, and another thing too is here we are spring break, and we got 9th and 10th graders who they're dedicated to what's happening here. You got 11th and 12th graders who are dedicated to what's happening here, and then we have we have some issues with some people going to spring break. As a baseball player or as any successful anything, you got to make sacrifices for the good of everyone else, and so that's what we're doing now. We're playing baseball games during spring break, and there's a lot of schools who play all the way through spring break.
Right.
I'm proud of my guys for showing some commitment and being here and recognizing there's a schedule and there's responsibilities, and we got to follow through with what we say we're going to do. And so after today they'll get a break, but
especially after last year getting season just cut off. I mean, I'm thankful for every game we get this year.
How many breaks do you need? So yes, and even I'm thankful for spring break too. Like I think it's good for everybody to get a little bit of time off, but we can't just take 9 days off.
Yeah, and you still get 9. You play 2 days, two days straight back to back. You're done.
Yeah, that's right. JV's getting to play, varsity's getting to play. We're getting to play home. We're getting to play away. Man, that's fun. That's kind of what I want to do on spring break, Yeah. But even with that, they're going to get some time off and stuff like that. But unfortunately, when you play baseball, especially at Charlton County or any public college in America. But here, the expectation is you're going to play baseball during spring break.
Yeah.
So
if you make the commitment.
Yeah. If you got something else to
do, going in.
Yeah. And so I'm proud of these guys out here. They're out here playing. And look at this, man. It's beautiful. We've had some cold days. We've had some rainy days. And we got these opportunities like this, man. But
you can't ask for a better. I mean,
this is a place to be. Speaking of, you did a shout out earlier. Last week, Jalen's Barbecue came out here and fed the team after practice, and it was awesome, man. It was so good. We had the barbecue sandwiches with that gold sauce, and man, if you haven't been to Jalen's to get some barbecue, you need to go by there because we appreciate it. It was just super nice gesture, but man, it was so good. And so I want to say thank you to Jalen's Barbecue for
Jalen has something down there called black bottom fries.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've had those before.
Yeah,
it's good.
I have to get them at least twice a month. I've got to go to Jalen's to get them black bottom fries. They are good.
But we appreciate that, and the team enjoyed it, and it was a nice surprise. And Coach Young helped set that up, and I appreciate him for that. And man, it was just good stuff. So make sure you get some Jalen's Barbecue.
All right, Coach. We're going to take one more break.
Okay.
We'll come back and we'll talk about how the pitching rotation's working for you and
All
so
right.
forth as we head into spring break. And then we're getting ready for region play again, I guess, next week.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back on the Coach Marchman Show.
Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, used in their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Why buy from the new Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center?
We'll treat you like good friends and neighbors should. That's the Walker Jones way.
Plus, a lot of our employees here at Walker Jones have been working 10, 20, even 30 years serving our community.
And we'll always get you the best price possible. At Walker Jones Mega Center, we have all makes and models.
Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center on Memorial Drive in Waycross and online at walkerjones.com.
All right, welcome back to the Coach Marchman Show. Want to get to a little bit of something that we've talked about on and off throughout the coaches show this year is the pitching rotation.
Right.
How's that going? How's that formulating right now?
That's a good question, and right now, Trent's our number one guy, but then after that, we really have three guys who can move right into that next start.
Okay.
With Gant Geiger, Tristan Herring, Connor Nelson, and then you see how Bo pitched last night.
Yeah, fantastic.
That puts him right there in that mix, and because of these guys have been pitching so well, Gant, Tristan, Connor, especially Connor recently, it's taken innings away from Shikario. So Shikario's another one, who can come in and give us quality innings. And then, we still have Wade, who's a left-handed pitcher, Colton and Ian, who are JV guys who are ready to go right now. So, when it comes to the rotation, we got five guys who we can count on. Five
in the rotation
that we can count on. That we need to go get this win. I believe in five guys who can go out there and do it for us.
And that's awesome. We're still a few weeks away from playoffs, but as you head into that, having that five rotation that you seem very confident about.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good feeling going into that.
Sure, yeah, and the other night in that Irwin game, I probably could have taken Gann out and put Trent in or put Tristan in, for relief there. But like I said, I was confident in the job that he was doing. He was throwing strikes. He had given up hits, but they were just singles. They weren't doing big damage. And there wasn't a lot of advancement going on these. So they were getting one run, and then we just couldn't close it out. So
he was keeping the ball in play where the defense probably had an opportunity maybe once or twice to end it.
Our defense had several opportunities. Let me tell you something. When I say several opportunities, our defense. Sometimes you got to go make a play for your team, for your pitcher.
Right.
Sometimes a defender has got to go make a play, a great play. we couldn't find that play. When we had the opportunities to make it, we had a line drive, second base area. We had ground ball to third base, ground ball to shortstop. We had opportunities to make these plays that make a difference in the whole entire inning, and we just failed to do it. Listen, that's no knock on our team. We just got to make sure that when these opportunities happen next time, we got to make that play. And sometimes somebody is going to have to make a great play, a great play. And we're kind of missing that right now. We got to have somebody step up and make a big-time play when we need it, because our pitchers are doing what we ask them to do. Our pitchers are doing exactly what we asked them to do. Now they got to have 100% in the confidence in the defense that's going to take care of them behind them. And we're still working on it, and we're going to get better at it. And somebody will make that big-time play. And it's my hope that next time we're sitting here talking about this stuff that I can give you an example of who made that play. Maybe it'll happen tonight. Maybe it'll happen when we come back from spring break. I don't know, but it's going to happen. And because we're working on it and we're trying. And sometimes things just take time. And those big plays on defense, those are one of the things that's taking a little bit of time to get it. But we're going to get there.
Yeah, because you really can't, because we've even said it on the air over here and on the softball field, particularly on the softball field. When the pitcher's keeping the ball in play and throwing strike, it's not a walk fest. They're doing their job.
That's
for
correct.
the most part, you know.
Yep.
That's 90% of it.
Pitcher's job's not to go strike everybody out.
Yeah.
Now, pitcher's got to go get a strikeout every now and then, but his job's not to go strike everybody out. His job is to count on his defense to play behind him.
Yeah.
And our pitchers have bought into that, and they're doing it, and we're still getting our fair share of strikeouts, you know. I think Gant struck out 9 in that game. I mean, that's a lot of strikeouts.
That's a lot of Ks.
So that's not asking too much of the defense. So the defense got to step up. Defense got to play better. Defense has got to play better.
I imagine you stressed that to him later on that evening on the bus ride.
There wasn't a lot of talking after that game. Not much to say.
Yeah, it's just one of them bus rides. You just come straight back.
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it at that.
That's right.
We're gonna leave it at that. All right, Coach. We've got youth night tonight. I'm going to try to get this thing uploaded before the JV game.
Okay.
So we've got youth night tonight.
Yeah, bring your kids with their jersey, whatever jersey they have, T-shirt that's got a sports name on it, whatever. Just bring them out. Of course, they get in free, and
they do they get to go out on the field now?
That's right. We're gonna bring them all in the dugout, and we're gonna run them all out on the field to go to their position with their favorite player, favorite position, or whatever, and they'll do the national anthem on the field with the players. It should be a fun time. So need everybody to be here about 6:20. Game starts at 6:30, so we'll probably run out on the field a little after 6:20. So youth night tonight. That's
always cool.
I love it, man.
Because I know a lot of these guys did that.
They did. That's right.
6, 7 years ago.
That's right. They did.
So that's a cool thing. And I know the little kids, they look at these guys. These guys might as well be MLB.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, when you're 8 years old and you're looking up at, Connor and these guys.
Right, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's going to be a
cool.
lot of fun for those guys.
Yeah.
We've got a concession stand. I know you've got everything still going on with the hats and the jerseys.
Yeah, I've been asked about the hats several times. They're ordered. They should be here in a couple weeks. I don't know when they're going to be here, but we do have those Richardson 112 trucker hats. I think we got 50 of them coming. We got some red ones, some black ones. So those are coming. So
hopefully they'll be here by the ATCO series.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know though. We'll see.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We've got ATCO double headers here for the ATCO series on the road on the Tuesday. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I know, and I've already promised I wasn't going to ask you about anything past what's happening today, so I'm not going to do it.
What we need to do is just have a schedule taped up here. That way we can just point right at it and look at it and tell them for sure. So
do what now?
We just need to have a schedule, like right in front of us.
Yeah, I know. I need to put one right here. But I know everybody tells me, don't ask Coach about 5 games from now because he's not going to tell you.
Yeah.
But anyway, Coach, I do appreciate it. Anything else you want to hit on before we take off?
No, man. Just, like to see everybody out here. It's a beautiful night, so come on out. JV's about to get started at 3 o'clock, and then the varsity will play at 6:30, so we got plenty of time to play today. We got beautiful weather. Let's do it.
Beautiful weather to come out here and watch some baseball. Yeah, I see Ware County's pulling in now.
Yep.
Got to downstack everything and reload it out there. Coach Marchman, thank you as always. I appreciate your time.
All right, see you later.
All right. Thank you all for watching the Coach Marchman Show. We'll see you in about an hour. JV baseball coming up versus Ware, Indians versus Hilliard. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, everybody.